Board games, board games, it's what we're talking about. Board games, we're not gonna shout. I am starting off this streaming with a little bit of singing. And over here to this side is the person known as Tiz. Tiz Creel has made up many games and play is part of what drives Tiz through the day. And down there is another face. Rita Modl occupies that space. Rita helped us make it about dinosaurs. This was a game, it was not a chore. We made it during a game jam, and now we will continue. We will continue with this game in front of you. Board games and game making is what we're all about. Board games and dinosaurs loving spicy pies. I'm not gonna shout. Hello and good morning or good evening or good afternoon, where people
Hi.
are. So
Hello.
yes, this is episode 308 of Bezzy Beats and Board Game Blether. And today we are game making with Tiz Creel and
Hello.
Rita Modl. And yeah, we're going to be probably playtesting the game, maybe tweaking it, maybe iterating it, maybe pondering it, maybe discussing it, maybe designing it, all sorts of things. I'm just going to put my phone onto airplane mode. And yeah, before we start up, you are two fantastic people. Tiz, we've worked together on Seize the Power in the past. Just to introduce the topic, let us know a bit about who you are and why you want to continue working on this game.
Should I go?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
I know it's a big question, but hopefully you've got some sort of answer. Why do you want to continue working with us? I mean, you've got other things to do.
I have other things to do indeed, but there's nothing more fun and entertaining than doing a game. First on that, so I can do many admin stuff that are horrible, but actually doing games is probably the best thing you can possibly do. For a second, working with Rita is being great, and Bez, well, you're an old friend now. So yeah, I mean, even if it's just an excuse to meet and discuss things, is really great.
And Rita, why are you excited to continue working on this game about dinosaurs loving spicy pies? What attracts you to this game?
Because at the moment yet it doesn't feel like work, and this is so cool because we are talking and we are designing and everything. It's going very easy and it's fun. So let's continue. Woo!
Yeah, let's continue. And I just noticed that Matthew Dunstan, thank you very much for the raid. It is lovely to see you all. Hello, Rob. Hello, Nicholas. Hello, Matthew.
Woo!
And I've got a wee song. Thank you, Matthew Dunstan, for the raid. I hope you know it's appreciated. Maybe it's morning or maybe it's bedtime. Wherever you are, it's a meeting of minds. And today, we are just continuing on this game about dinosaurs making spicy pies. Hello, Alex. It is lovely to see you as always. And yeah, can you give us a very quick recap of this game? It's like you've got the cards and then you play the cards and then you can only play the same card once you've played every other card in your hand. So you've got 5 cards. it's got that whole mechanism, play your cards one at a time, and each card allows you to select a certain numbers from the dice, and then these numbers are going to reflect the dice. The colors represent meat and fish and veg and spice. Spice is where it's at. Spice is always crazy. But the numbers determine how you collect these things. So the cards represents how you collect the things based on the numbers. Let me make you bigger there, Tiz.
So Bez, should we just tell the people what the cards are so that they can play it also with that? Because it's you can play it online together, and it's very easy to write the things down.
Do it. Yeah.
Okay. So everybody, look at here. What you need a pen and a paper and 4 colors. So blue, green, red, and yellow. So you don't even need that, but it's much
or you could draw little icons.
Yes, but it's much easier to count when you have the colors. So what you need 3 pies, so you can also they don't have to be a circle. From 3 to 4. 3 pies with 3 to 4 fields.
3 by 4, so 12 total, and the spacing actually matters. And you can do this in a very slapdash manner.
Yes.
Like I'm just doing it very in an ugly way. That's totally okay.
Yes. And these things are these yellow things and these things are just for counting. So, and the second thing what you need you can also draw them on your sheet, and you have 4 cards. The first one is a run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The second one is straights. 2, 4, 6. The third one is odds. 1, 3, 5. And the last thing is 1 number.
So just to clarify, the straight should have really been evens. So the run means that you, let me change the windows. The run means that you're getting all the dice that are 1 each of consecutive numbers. The odd means that you collect all the dice that are odd. The even, as in 1, 3, 5, the evens means you collect all the dice that are even. So 2, 4, 6, and 1 number means you collect all the dice of 1 specific number. But we had the issue last time that 1 number is never going to be as good as the odds or evens.
No. We changed a few rules, and so it could be very good.
I have to admit, I'm going to quickly check this email that I should have looked at maybe this morning.
Yeah, maybe. So I'm going down now. So let me just have a few examples. So you need, of course you need dice. So 2 yellow, 1, 2 red.
People playing along don't need the dice. We just all use the same dice.
Yeah, but if that's right. So okay, we have 2 yellow 1, 2 red 1, 2 green 1, and 2 blue 1, and this is for the ingredients. So blue is fish, red is meat, green is veg, and this is curry, and this is very important because the game is called Dinosaurs Love Spicy Pies. And curry is very important in this game. So these are maybe the most wanted dice. So,
shall we take before we get into playing the game?
No, I just want to show what you do with the cards.
Okay.
Okay, so we roll the dice and then we sort them into numbers. Oh no, that's wrong. That's wrong. Everybody of us gets 2 dices. So bloop bloop. So Bez, these are your dice. You put 2 red 1 in 1 pie, and you do that now. So for Tiz is, oh man, Tiz has.
I'm
in
going
one.
to ask that we take maybe a step back and we talk about. Let's go through the regular features. Let's go through.
Yeah, that's right.
And we will get to this. People have, hopefully, Alex remembers it, and so I'm glad to hear that. People will be able to play along in just a minute, and let us get to the regular sections very quickly.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Because let's ask recent highlights, living life and seeing the sights, recent highlights, playing games and other delights, recent highlights. So what have been some of your recent highlights? For me, what did I do yesterday?
We're just so excited to play.
Yes!
I played a couple of games of Nanomuckle, 3 games of Nanomuckle, in fact. One of them was a very quick explanation. Alan O'Connor was there, Xate came in, Prey was there for a wee bit, Truna was there, and then we played Micromuckle. It was great fun. And then had a lovely, a sort of mushroom and thing. Anyway, that was me. That was my recent highlights. And also for the second day running, I have been out of the house before looking at tech. Tiz, let's go with you next. What are your recent highlights?
I twist my ankle.
Oh,
so
darn.
Not so happy about it. I think that I've been relapsing because I am not fully taking care of it as I should. But I'm a bit frustrated because I really want to go out and I'm kind of used to doing a bit of exercise and things like that. So I'm going mad. But it's okay. It's getting better now.
Emotional, kind of really wanting to go out, but being unable for whatever reason. That's just incredibly frustrating. Yeah. And I remembered the word I was looking for. The word I was looking for was risotto. So it was a mushroom risotto.
Delicious. I actually had a risotto this weekend too.
Nice.
Mushroom too.
Okay. Rita, do you have any quick recent highlights that you want to share before we get into the game?
I just let the sheet here because the people can draw it. So I played Wildes Weltall. In English it's called Wild Space, I guess. It's a short card game, and it was very cute and very easy, and I liked it.
Nice. And Tiz, what is Nicholas Straccia saying to you? Fuerza, Tiz. Ojalá mejore pronto tu tobillo. How bad is my pronunciation?
Everything okay until the last word. But that's
tobillo?
a difficult one for tobillo.
Okay.
It's a little secret between me and Nick.
Ooh, what's going on there?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, questionably quick questions. What did Nick ask you? No, in all seriousness, where is it? Where are you? What time is it? I am in the UK. It is 10:13. Tiz.
I am in the UK and it's 10:13 as well. And just for the curiosity, he said that that I hope I get better with my uncle.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
And
gracias.
Lisa, you are in Germany and it's 11:14?
Yes, that's correct. And I live near Munich.
And if anyone has any questionably quick questions, and you have about 1 or 2 minutes to get them in before we go to the next thing, the question that I am going to ask while we're waiting is, Tiz, what is your favorite dinosaur? And do you think that dinosaurs in games should be feathered or scaly?
I think they should be feathered for sure. At least, I think they should be more accurate to what they are in reality, because it's kind of
what they were.
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, dinosaurs don't actually exist anymore.
Are you sure? No, I'm kidding.
I'm fairly sure.
We have crocodiles, which are, I think, kind of prehistoric.
I mean, some
I
people
don't-
say that Nessie is a really old dinosaur, but
yeah,
it's a Loch Ness monster. But to think about feathers isn't just that it's more accurate, but it's also that it can be so much more colourful and interesting as well, I think, if it's done
Yeah.
well. If you look at the way, I think, Ixalan, I want to say, the land in Magic the Gathering, I think that art treatment was fantastic.
yeah. I don't. It's interesting the story of why we got that wrong, or why everybody thinks that dinosaurs look more like reptiles than birds. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into it too much. But yeah, check it out. I think it's very interesting. Obviously I'm gonna like colorful. So I would always go for feathers, and also because it's more accurate historically, or I don't know if historically, but anthropologically.
So, according to Nicholas, plesiosaurs weren't dinosaurs. I feel like I need to do more research if I'm actually. I mean, to be fair, we are making the assertion that dinosaurs love spicy pies, which is clearly. I mean, that's a big. Yeah, who are we to say that? But I feel like I should know a little bit more about dinosaurs. Hello, Robert. It is lovely to see you. We are just talking about dinosaurs. The question is, Rita, do you think there should be feathered dinosaurs or scaly dinosaurs?
Archaeologically.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. I want to play the game. No. No, and my favorite one I would say is this small. It's not the T-Rex, it's the small one. It's the cute one.
That bites a lot, like a piranha.
Yeah.
In Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Velociraptor? No.
No, is it even smaller?
Ornithornyx, something like that.
It's a small mini-me of T-Rex.
Campysaur?
Yeah, it's a little one.
I have no idea.
In Jurassic Park, they kind of gang up and attack people.
Yeah. It's so cute.
Yeah, because you think they're innocent and you're like,
cute
oh,
little
cute.
things killing everyone. I'm a bit worried about you, Rita. I am a bit concerned.
I would say he's called T-Rex mini-me.
It's the Compsognathus.
Okay.
Nickname Compies. So Compsognathus.
Please. Yeah.
Cute until they're not.
So, if I could have a full-scale statue of myself made out of any material, what would I pick? I have a slightly rules lawyery answer, so I'm going to give it to Tiz and Rita first to see if they have a more imaginative answer. Tiz, what's your answer? What would you like your statue to be made out of?
My statue, I don't know, probably a metal, I would say.
Okay.
Maybe copper. I'm not sure. It could be anything, really. Oh, no, actually, no. A rock. Like marble, but not marble necessarily. But if I'm able to dream, maybe some like precious gem or something would be great. Slightly transparentish, like the green one. No,
Emerald.
the red one.
Ruby.
Emerald or ruby, yeah.
Okay. How about
Fancy.
you, Rita?
So I'm thinking more of an art project. So it's like a stage, a statue, maybe that big, but it's valuable and it changes.
Oh.
It changes and it's very colorful. So also the colors change and everything changes. So every time you go there, it looks different.
Interesting.
This is a good idea. Maybe I should do that.
There's materials that change with the weather and with the and all that exists.
No, maybe it has a solar energy, and so that it can change.
Oh, like a
itself.
screen.
I don't know.
Well, maybe not a screen, but like it could be like a hologram or like a projection. No, like a hologram, like a proper one.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
a statue. It
Okay.
doesn't exist yet. So maybe it's
Okay.
out of a material which doesn't exist yet.
That seems like it, yeah.
What a weird question.
So I was thinking purely on, what could I... Apparently, they have harnessed somehow antimatter, and they found antimatter, and I just looked up the most expensive substances. And if you had a full life-size statue of yourself made out of antimatter, I don't know what that would do to the Earth. I mean, would that create some sort of black hole or something? I really don't know. But yeah, I think that's, what, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that much antimatter. So I'm going to go with Californium. I'm going to go with Californium, which is a really expensive thing, and then just sell it all, and then that would sort me out wealth-wise, and then I would be independently wealthy for the rest of my days. That seems like what I want to do.
That's a good train of thought.
Anyway,
I could also sell my giant emerald / ruby statue for
a statue made of Bitcoin. I mean, that doesn't have any space, and we're talking about, how we've got this lovely bakery, an excavation in Chile. They found evidence of a Cretaceous bakery. The Cretaceous was all about the crust, but the Jurassic period perfected the fillings.
I was seriously thinking about it. What does that mean?
I'd say like the crust of... To quote my nephews when they were much younger, if oil is made for dinosaur fossils and plastic is made from fossils, does that mean that a plastic toy dinosaur is a real dinosaur? And I'm going to do a wee bit of stretching before we start. And then...
I think it's true.
A huge jump of highly radioactive material sounds hard to sell. I mean, I'm sure that I would be able to find a buyer. Yeah, is Californium highly radioactive? I was not unaware of that. Okay, maybe I go back. I'm going to downgrade it to diamond. Diamond's my final answer. Okay, that's the end of it. Brilliant thing, brilliant thing. What's the little thing which is brilliant? Hair! Hair is pretty brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Today is tied up.
My hair is also tied up because I just had a shower, and so I kind of tie it up just so I don't have to wash it in the shower, because then that's going to add another 10-20 minutes. But maybe tomorrow. That is that. Now we're going to get on to the main topic. Feel free to comment, ask questions, fun like follow. We are going to be game making. That is what is happening. So we are going to start off with some playtesting, and you can see how excited Rita is.
Yes!
I'm excited too.
Yeah. I have to admit, I'm just kind of... Okay, I'm going to try and... Okay, I'm in the zone. Tell us about this, Rita. Tell us.
Oh, look, I have smaller ones. Oh, cute.
Smaller pens.
Yeah, cute.
So, again, if anyone wants to play along, all you need to do is do 3 little 3x4 grids, and that's where you're going to put the ingredients of your pies. You can draw them with a single pen, just do little icons. You could do them with different colors. It's entirely up to you.
Yes, you don't have to draw, but it's good that you know more or less the point counts, because this is what it will make you win or lose.
Let me make you bigger, Tiz, just a sec. So, can you... We're not using all 5 of them in one game, though, are we?
No, we use 4 of them. So 1, 3?
We use, I think 4 of them.
4,
these 2,
yeah.
These 2 are always in play.
Yes, that's correct.
The spice, which is the yellow one, it's basically a multiplication. So you take in only one pie, well, on each pie, sorry, the ingredient that you have the most and multiply it by the amount of spice in that same pie, and you have to do that for each pie. But this is kind of like the counts at the end of the game. Is
so
for you to have an idea.
Is for your most prevalent ingredient multiplied by the number of spice.
Yes.
So can I show you the example from games we did before? Okay, so in the curry, for the curry count, you look in every pie. So in every pie, in every pie you count the yellow one with your most ingredient you like. So this so it's 2 2 and 2, so it's 4. And here are 2 curries and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 multiplied is 12. Yeah, you write them down.
Yep.
And this, it's 1 and 4, so it's 4. So there you look in.
Add it all together for a total of 20.
Yes, and in this case, whoever has the most will get 5 points. Whoever has the least will get 1 point, and in the middle is 2 points. So
well,
whoever's
if other people are playing along, then we can trust them to. If anyone does want to play along, then you're welcome to. And if you just want to watch, that is totally okay. But if there's more than 3 of us playing, then it won't be the least gets 1 point. It will be the third most that gets 1 point.
I mean, we can decide depending on how much points everybody has, and then distribute them accordingly in hierarchy, I guess. Then in this one, for example, you have to pick one pie that contains all of these ingredients, and whoever has the most sets of ingredients in one pie wins the first point, and so on. No? Well, 7 points. And then we have this.
And Nicholas has the question: is that a bonus for spice, or is that the way to score your most prevalent ingredient? That is just for that one card. So each card is slightly different. So that is just for the curry card, is the multiplication that we talked about.
But Tiz, didn't we talk about that? We look in every pie and count your sets.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true, and I just wrote the wrong.
So everything is now for every pie.
No, only these two.
Only these two. So for the set card, you look in every pie. So here I have no set. Here I have one set.
Because the set has to be fish, meat, veg, and spice. All 4 of them.
No, just the 3. Just the 3.
Okay.
So you count in every pie. You look for your sets, and then you count them all together. So in this example, I have 1 set, which is not very much, and then you compare with the other players. And what Tiz meant is for the other one, so the veggie, the fish, and the meat, you look in one pie. So, and count your most things. So in this one, I had the meat, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 meat in one pie. So let me just recognize here. You look in every, for the curry, you look in every pie and count the curry with your most ingredient in every pie. Here you look in every pie and count the sets. And here you look in one pie. And one of these isn't always there.
Yeah, we're going to choose randomly right now. Yeah. This is just for you to know how we're scoring. So you place your ingredients wisely.
Yep. Yeah. Wisely.
Yeah, but you don't have to copy this unless you really want to be very strategical and.
But let's
I don't
give
know.
people a chance to see it. And Alex says that, as usual, they are working at the same time as listening in, so that's totally cool. And I thank you for being part of the show. And Alex also mentions, why not try both? Try one system and then try the other system. We'll try these rules as presented, and then we'll have a discussion and then decide what to change for the next one. And
But that is something that we changed before. So yeah, we tried it before. I just tested. I don't know why I got.
Okay. Let me just for the starting, every player gets two ingredients. So and write them in one pie. And after that,
so is everyone meant to choose and just
no. It's randomly. So you make this one and make plop, plop. So one gets this, plop, plop. One gets this, plop, plop. One gets this, and one gets this.
So let's go clockwise. So the first person was 2 fish.
Yeah, 2 fish.
So Rita puts in 2 fish. What does Tiz put in?
There was a spice and 2 meats, spice and green, spice and veggie.
I think it was dislike. So one get Tiz, you get curry and meat, and Bez, you get fish and veggie.
So these have to go into the same thing. And what was the fourth one for if anyone's watching and wanting to play along?
And one was, I think it was this. So curry and veggie.
That doesn't really work because fish have been 4 times. Because if you had 2 fish, I can't have a fish as well. Maybe you should do de-randomization again. Sorry.
Okay, so I take these 2 because I write them down. So, Bez, you get 2 veggies. Tiz,
2 meat.
2 meat.
2 meat. Tiz, you get 2 curry, and the last one 2 veggies.
With pleasure.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. So if you're watching along, you get 2 spices.
No, I get 2 spices.
Sorry. Yeah, if you're watching along, you get 2 veggies.
So and
just to clarify now, it doesn't matter where in each pie, within each pie you place, or are we still playing that it does matter?
It doesn't. You just choose whatever pie, but it has to be in only one pie, and this is a new rule. Each time you pick up dice.
Because before we had a rule that the spice cannot be next to spice. Do we still have that?
That's correct.
Okay, so there is no placement rule, but spice cannot be next to spice.
There is placement rule.
There is a placement rule.
There is no placement rule for anything except for spice.
No. Also for everything else. So every time the dice are rolled, you can only choose one pie to place what you collect. So
everything goes into one pie.
Yes.
So is this allowed? Can I put 2 meats next to each other?
Yes. But
and the spices. Sorry, go Rita. You say.
So I rolled the dice, and for example, I put 1 number because I want to have the 3. And so I put 1 veggie, 1 meat, 1 curry, and 1 fish in 1 pie. So I can choose this pie, make a new pie, or in the pie before or here, but it has to be in 1 pie. And another thing is you don't need to put them all in. So I can choose, okay, I only put these 3 ingredients in 1 pie.
Okay, so are we still playing the way that with the cards, you play 3 of them, and then you pick them all up,
Yes.
and then you play 3 of them.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Because it does still seem like the one number is the weakest.
No,
It seems, but it's not.
it's not.
Is it not?
It's not.
You'll see.
It's
You'll
not.
see it, and you tell us later.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And when does the game finish?
The game finish when one person has finished every 3 pies, then the game is over.
Okay.
So you have to decide if you want a perfect pie or if you want to go fast so that the game ends.
Okay, so I know which one I'm going for.
No, we don't start yet. We didn't.
Oh wait, so
really started.
I had. Oh man, I thought that you'd rolled that. Why wasn't
No,
that the start?
We can also start, but I think it was a example, so we can also start with this.
Yeah,
one.
why not?
Okay.
I mean, it was random, right?
Okay, so yes, and this card is not in. So we are having the veggie, the fish, and of course the curry and the set one. Yeah?
Tiz, could you show us these cards again, or shall I bring it up onto the screen? I'll bring it up onto the screen.
So this is
just a second. I'm going to show the there. So you've got the most fish and the most veggie. So those give you 6 for first, 3 for second, 1 for last, 4 third. And then the spicy bonus is 5, 2, 1. And the most sets is 7, 5, 2. That's what's going on. Remember, we don't have the meat. And so, Nicholas, I don't know if you're playing along or not, but let us know if that makes sense. If it doesn't, hopefully it's fun to watch along.
okay. And another important thing, we all drew one card, and everybody has taken one card. We show it.
Yep, simultaneously.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I will draw what I'm doing, and then once you two have decided, I will tell you what I did for my cards.
Okay.
I am. Oh, please ask, Nicholas. If you've got the question, then please ask away. What are your rules questions? Oh, are you able to keep it on the dice? Sorry, Rita.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are your rules questions, Nicholas? Let us know. And just the ones I had already posted. Okay, that's totally fair. Okay, I went with. Have you decided?
Yes, I have decided.
I went with the odd.
Me too.
Everyone went with odd. Okay.
So I write them in the pie before.
So you're if you went with odd, you're basically getting one of everything. I mean, 2 of everything except only 1 fish.
Fish, yeah. Remember that you don't have to put all the ingredients. You can choose not to put certain ingredients. It's also a race game because whoever finishes first. So it's kind of which game do you want to play?
Yeah, thanks for asking the questions, Nicholas. It's good to make sure that we are explaining it clearly enough.
So
okay, so next roll.
Okay, so when you play the odd, you can put this, and this into one pie. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So and now the card is away. You can't use them for this round. Next.
fast pie or good pie? That is the question. 2 pie or not
Okay.
2 pies? Okay, so now
Okay. Yeah, I have it.
the question is, do you go for the 1 number and take 2 or 3, or do you go for the even, which gives you 4 of them, or do you go for the run, which gives you 4 of them?
3, 4, 5. The run is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the run.
It
The
would be
run.
1, 2, 3, 4, because 6 is not in the run.
Are you sure?
The idea of a run is that they need to be consecutive numbers. So would you prefer the run to be the other way around in that case? Would you prefer the run to just be different numbers? Because that might be a bit...
Just be different numbers. We played it. Or Tiz, did we play it? We played it that way.
I mean, when we played on the stream, we played it as a run, which means that the numbers need to be consecutive.
Yeah. But I think what we're not counting is the 6, but I think that's fine, no?
Because I hadn't even considered the possibility of just saying different numbers. I mean, in a way, different numbers is easier to explain. So I do like the notion of just saying different numbers. This has to be all the different numbers. And that makes a lot of sense to me. The only thing I'm worried about is that that's going to make it even more powerful and make the 1 number even worse. But I'm happy to try it out whichever way you propose.
I'm not sure if I understand what you mean between the 2 different runs. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's it, right?
Bye, Rob. So yes, exactly. What I'm suggesting is a run is 1 of each number, but the numbers have to be consecutive. Whereas what Rita is suggesting is that all the dice you choose have to be different numbers.
Yeah, that's how we've been playing it.
That's how we've been playing it, yes.
4 and 6. Whereas for me, a run is 1, 2, 3, 4, and because you do not have the 5, you cannot use the 6. Does that make sense?
So, but we played it with different numbers.
Okay, so because Tiz and Rita have done a wee bit of playtesting.
Okay. So did everybody choose a card yet?
I know what I'm doing in that case.
Okay, me too.
Okay, I'm doing different.
Okay, I'm also doing different.
I'm doing run.
Yeah, it's also the different.
Yeah, I mean, it's not technically a run anymore. It's just...
Okay.
But,
I start a new pie.
So... So
you have this.
Okay, that's what I've chosen.
This. Okay.
I put it all into my first pie.
I started a second one.
Okay.
This is how I'm doing because I'm excluding ingredients.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's all. Wait, okay, it's veg and meat. Okay.
Okay, is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay, then I will...
And it just says it depends on how you define a run. Is there a minimum number that needs to be part of a run?
Look. What is
Some
here?
people suggest that you only have...
So, very interesting.
Yeah, I think different numbers is a nice way to do it. Okay, and that is interesting. That is true.
Yes, that is true.
Mm.
Okay.
And this is the final turn before we collect all our cards again.
That's correct.
I'm actually going to number. Okay, I've written down on my bits of paper what I'm using. So I can keep track of that.
Okay, I'm also
1, 2,
3.
One number.
Straight.
Straight.
Do you mean evens?
Yep.
Yeah, evens. Yes.
Okay, so you're just getting the fish and the
Yes.
spice. Interesting.
Yes. Yeah, because there is 2 meat, and I already have a lot of meat in here, and so I have to start a new pie. So I don't want to start a new pie yet.
That's true, because there is nothing for the one with the most meat.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the perfect pie, so I'm being very selective with my ingredients, also to see what happens, because obviously I'm not going to finish first. We'll see.
Okay, so everybody gets their cards back on the hand, so we have the full card set.
I started by third pie.
Okay, so is everybody finished? Can I roll the dice new? Okay.
So the minimum for all different numbers, I mean, if you're really stuck, you could use that card even if all the dice are different, the same number, and you just get one of them.
Yes.
An important thing to test, says Bodhi, would be how the game plays before and after dinner. To see how it makes you feel hungry or not.
I love pies.
Oh my gosh. Sates, are you back from your interview already? I wasn't expecting to see you today, but I hope that it went well. So for those who don't know, Sates had an interview today. I'm not going to ask you to share, but yeah, I really hope it went well.
Okay, I have my decision.
Okay, I have my decision.
I have my decision too.
Okay. I'm going for the evens.
Me too.
The difference.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Apparently, so Sates had a thing with an interview with Board Game Arena, and they are lovely people. And Ian remembered Sates from 2018. Sate taught Ian a game at the Tim Fowers booth. That sounds lovely.
So, for your information, I have 1 pie finished, and the second one is nearly finished.
I can finish a pie. I'm just trying to work out which one I want to finish. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with... I don't think it makes any difference at all, because... Yeah, both of them are exactly the same. Okay. I also have 1 pie finished.
Okay. So, next round.
Oh, I had to finish drawing. Sorry.
What happened?
I hadn't finished drawing there, Rita, before you picked up the dice.
Oh.
I had for the evens. What did you draw last turn? Because I would have drawn the same things as you. Can you remember?
2 fish.
2 fish. Okay, that's the thing that I hadn't done yet.
2 fish. Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay. Ooh, interesting too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Bodhi asks, has Essen been cancelled? Yeah.
Okay, I know what I'm doing.
Do you think Essen is going to run, Rita?
What?
Essen, Spiel.
I don't know yet.
If you had to bet, I would say yes.
I think it depends on the month April and May, because these are very important months for us to having the vaccine. Because Germany gets a delivery in April, a big delivery for vaccine in April, and it depends on how this vaccine time goes, I think. So the next 2 months would be very important for this question. Hello?
No, I am listening. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's so
I was
hard to
thinking
tell.
about my game.
Bodhi
Okay.
has fingers crossed.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
Different.
Different. See. Me too.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Odds.
What were you? Odds. Yep, that makes sense.
Does it?
Just a second. I need to plug myself.
Very
in.
interesting.
And
I finished one pie.
Okay, I finished my second pie.
I am going to finish my second pie. I just need to work out exactly what I need. Please don't take the things away just yet.
Yeah.
Actually, what's his? I shouldn't be looking at Rita's thing, I guess, in a real game. So I get either a meat or a fish, and a spice or a fish. I'm going to do that. Okay, I have done.
Okay, next draw.
I'm starting to doubt my strategy.
And Sate, enjoy your food, and thanks for popping in and telling us the good news. That sounds awesome.
Congrats.
Well, it's just a good one good interview. It doesn't. There's still a lot of people. So even though I really hope, don't set the expectations too high. Do you know what I mean? Because there are a lot of people applying for the position.
Okay, I know what to do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I know what I am doing. Yep, for sure. Okay. I am doing the odd.
Me too.
Run.
Okay.
Exactly, so I'm starting my third pie.
Me too. Or should I?
I'm continuing my third pie. Whoa.
No, I'm finishing my second pie, actually.
So, all the odds. It doesn't really matter where they go as long as I don't put the spice in a silly position. I'm building a quick pie. Okay. And now we get all our cards back.
Yes, that's correct.
And this might be the last turn.
Okay.
So the exact turn that someone finishes the pie, that's the end of the game. People don't get one extra turn or anything like that.
No.
No.
It's like, boom! In your face, it's done!
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I know what I'm going for.
Oh no, I can't finish my pie! Do you finish, Bess?
Of course.
No!
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you can finish.
No, I can't finish.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what to play, but I've decided what I'm going to play.
But do you finish?
I'm going to tell you what... Have you decided what you're going to play?
No.
Okay.
Okay, no, I have decided.
Think about what you're going to play.
Yes, I have decided. Okay.
I'm playing evens.
Yes, me too. So, and
Me
I have
too.
to put them all into one pie because
Basically.
So there you go. You finish as well.
no,
How do you not finish?
because one field is free. Or
What do
no,
you mean you've got
no,
one, two, three,
one,
4, 5,
one-
6?
one is one field is open.
But evens means that you take 6 dice, right?
Yes, and I had 7.
Oh, you had 7. Wow, I
Yes.
didn't realize that.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
But it's okay. But it's a little bit. So I take them to put them all into one. So what didn't I?
1, 2, 3, fish. Okay, do I go for the double fish?
Fish.
Or do I go for the...
Okay.
How much table talk is allowed? Asks Alex. I mean, that's never really it's always a group by group thing. I've not often seen games that say, hey, this is how much table talk is allowed. I mean, for me, table talk just makes the game more fun. What's your opinion on table talk, Rita and Tiz, and for this game specifically?
So as long as it fits to the rules, of course you can talk to each other.
Okay, let's see.
And it's always allowed to see what the other draw, what the other players have drawn, so that you compare with them.
Isn't table talk okay in all games, asks Robert, unless prohibited?
Yes, I think so too.
Seen rules that say you cannot say what you have in your hand.
Yeah.
I am basically, so I also part of my table talk, by the way, I am getting a wee bit of echo. I'm going to mute you just for the moment, Rita. Yeah, are you still hearing the echo now, Nicholas? Has that fixed it? Because, yeah, the reason that I'm doing some of the chats are, oh, no. I was still pondering, because I just wanted to explain what I'm thinking. In this situation, I can go in 2 directions. Either I can maximize my fish, because I think I could have gone for 4 fish, or I could maximize the spicy bonus, or I can maximize the thingy bonus. And I'm going to deliberately try to ignore what Rita's got on screen with the thing. And I am going to try and I'm going to go with these 1 bit of spice, 1 bit of veg, and yeah, fish. I'm going for the equal for the set. That's what I'm doing. And Robert recalls teaching a heavy roll, and a player asked if they can negotiate, and Robert was surprised to be asked, do some groups not like conspiring and discussion? Yeah, that's part of the fun. Okay, that is the end of the game.
Okay, now we count.
I have drawn.
Okay, so first we go with the curry one, because this is the most important one. So we go for the first. This is maybe we should go. Maybe we should have numbers. So 1, 2, 3. So can you see that? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay.
I mean, like, my pies are top to bottom. I'm just going to call them in that order.
Yeah. Okay. So in my first pie, I have 4 and 4, so it's 16. So you count.
In my one, I have 3 by 4, which is 12. In my second one, I have 4 by 4, 4 veg, 4 spice, which is 16. In my last one, I have 3 spice and 3 veg, for example, which is 9. And so I believe that gives me a total of 37 for the spice.
No. It's we count every spice, every pie. We go for the first pie. So I have 16 in the first pie.
Okay, I have 12.
Tiz, what do you have?
2.
Okay. So for the first pie, I get 5 points, and
And I thought you added up all the spice.
No, in every
Okay.
pie. In every pie. So
Okay.
I get 5 points, and Bez, you get 2 points, and Tiz, you get 1 point. So
Okay, wow, okay, that's completely
yes,
different.
I said the curry is very important. In the second pie, I have 12.
I have 16.
30.
So I get 5, Tiz gets 2, Rita gets 1.
Yeah, that's correct.
No,
And
I get the 5 because I got 30.
3-0. Whoa.
I mean, I was experimenting,
Wow.
but basically I had this pie, trying to do like the perfect pie.
Ooh,
Wow.
wow.
But I don't know if
Okay.
this strategy pay off because I
Well,
didn't
we will
finish.
find out. That seems pretty impressive. Okay, so I only get 2 points. Rita, you still get 1.
Okay, and
10 points.
in the third one, I have 12.
9.
And Tiz? Nothing.
0.
Okay, so I get 5 points.
I
Bez,
know.
I get
1.
2. Should Tiz even
Yeah.
get something? It feels like if you've got 0, you should not get 1 point.
yes, okay, then 0.
Fine.
Tiz. Okay, so let me just see how I done that. So in there is a brick. You see the brick, and at the
I've
top,
just written my points separately.
yeah. Over here I put the mountain here, and under the break I put the points. So now I count my points. So 5, 1, 5. So I have 11 points for the curry one, and now I put 11 in the curry one. The 11 for the curry one. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So then we go for the sets. So you count in every pie, you count your sets, and then we put them together. So in this one, I have.
So
So
the
a
sets
set-
are not like the spice. The sets you
Yeah,
do
the set is
all
fish,
Oh.
meat, and veggie. Like here.
So do you do each pie separately, or do you add them all together before comparing?
So here, let me just see. Here I have 2 sets. Here I have also 2 sets, and here I have also 2 sets. So I have 6 sets.
Okay, I have
have-
7 sets.
Ooh.
I have 5.
Okay.
But look at my perfect pie.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Okay, so Bez, you get 7 points. I get 5 points, and Tiz gets 2 points. So I write 5 in here. You see, 5 in here. And now we go for the fish. So you look in one pie with your most fish. And my most fish in one pie is 4.
Yay! I got 5.
Woohoo! Okay,
Fine.
so Tiz, you get 6 points, I get 3 points, and Bez gets 1 point.
Sad
Okay.
times.
And now
Very
we go for the veggies. It's the same counting, and I have 2.
Bess and we both have 4.
Okay, so both you get 6 points, and I get 3 points.
That doesn't seem right. It seems like if 2 people get first place, next person should just get 1.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
Very sneaky, Rita. Very sneaky.
Okay, and then we count points. Okay.
And I've got 20. I'm not.
I have also 20.
Oh,
What? I have also 20.
No
Really?
way.
wow.
This game is broken.
Okay. In that case, we count the most spice. Whoever has the most spice wins.
Yes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
11.
So I win.
7.
Woo! Yeah, I win. Yeah,
And
but that's fair because it's all about. So I think spicy is very important in this game. So why not?
yeah.
I mean, I just want to acknowledge my perfect 2 pies. So perfect
Yeah.
mix of curry and fish. And perfect sets.
So I just wanted to recognize
But
because
It
Tiz,
doesn't win.
But Tiz, you had in the first we had 2 ingredients. We started
Yeah.
2 ingredients, and you had 2 curry. Is that correct?
No, I got fish and curry.
Fish and curry, and I got
didn't.
2 fish.
No, because Rita got. I'm fairly sure you got curry, because
Me?
Rita got 2. Rita got 2 fish.
I got
so
2
you could-
fish.
Everyone got 2 of something.
I definitely got. No, yes, I got 2 curries. Sorry about
Yes,
that.
yes, and I think this is very interesting.
I don't
because,
understand why you have that asymmetric start.
because that you don't. If you don't do that, it
Because
can
it feels
be,
like starting with the meat. I felt disadvantaged because we are not counting the meat. Do you know what I mean?
No, we
So
are
it feels like
counting the meat.
we are counting the meat for the
with
set,
Yes,
but
with
we're
the
not
set.
counting the meat for having the most
Yes,
meat. So
but
it's not
yes.
as good as veg
No.
or
The set counting is
But it's
more.
not pointless.
it's not pointless, but it's not as good. That's what it felt like.
The best you can get is curry, but
The
it's
sets
Like, look,
are better than the
but vegetables count. Vegetables count for the sets, and it counts for the individual having the most veg.
But if you go with sets, you can't even go with veggies because you have to decide what you do.
No, but if you let's say you start off with vegetables, that's giving you flexibility at the start. Sorry, it says I'm going to mute you.
Yeah.
If you have the veggies at the start, you are able to go for the most veg, or you are able to go for the balance, and you have that flexibility at the start. If you have the meat, then you don't have that flexibility if the most meat is not going to be part of it. So the only reason to do it is to have the balance. I think it's look. I don't see how you can argue that veg and fish in that game is not slightly better. And if anything, it just feels slightly better because veg and fish are being counted on 2 cards. Like the card where it's the most and the card with the set. Whereas meat, it's only being counted on the 1 card.
the reason why we implemented this rule is because we try to mitigate the possible responses. So if we don't do this, it's more likely that people are going to do the exact same game.
Yes, this is very important that we start with different things.
Then I'm not sure that having different ingredients where different ingredients feel more important is the right answer, because I felt, I'm not going to lie, like, you know, Tiz, you were so excited to have the double spice at the start, and, you know, good for you. And I'm not going to say, like, I just feel like if there is a starting position which makes you feel, oh yes, I've gotten something great, then everyone else is at the start feeling, hey, I've lost out on an opportunity, and I didn't even have a choice here.
I lost anyways. So it doesn't really define your game, because at the end of the day, everything turns around. I mean, if I would have gotten the 2 meat, then I would have put that in a set pie, for example.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it would be terrible, because you're gonna get some spices along the way. And I actually discriminated a lot of spices. I shouldn't have.
I'm never going to add, like,
I shouldn't have.
I could be thinking to myself, okay, if I had, yeah, like with these spice, if I had 2 starting spice, then having 6 spice in a pie multiplied by 5, that feels a lot more achievable. And I understand you might have started and then you didn't win, but that doesn't mean that I didn't feel that tinge of sadness.
Okay, so what could
what
be
I'm saying is that the asymmetry should be feel equal. It can't feel better. It has to feel equal. So what I'm suggesting is maybe different sizes of whatever it is. It needs to feel equal. That is all I'm saying.
Okay, so what I have another idea for the idea. So everybody put their dinosaur cards and mix them and put one away.
Ooh. For the whole game?
No, for the start. So we start with 3 cards, and
you play 2 of them.
And you play 2 of them. So you can't play 1 card. And maybe this is a easier solution.
I mean, I'm just going to note that with the first 2 turns, even though we had all started from different positions, we still all played the same card for the first game, and then the same card for the second turn. I wonder, what if we... I don't know, I'm also wondering, and we all played the exact same cards at the end. So out of 1, 2, 6, 7 turns, 3 of them, 3 people did the exact same thing. And I wonder, is there enough variance to... Is there maybe a possible 5th card? Is there an extra thing that we could... Maybe Rita's suggestion of... Like, is 1 strong enough? That is also something that should we have cards that give you a little bonus for playing them? Like, if you play... maybe if you have 2 of each card, let's say we change the game, you have 2 of each card, and then if you play the same thing 2 times in a row, you get a bonus thing. I don't know. Nicholas says, I agree with having something to make people play differently, like the first 2 dice. To address Bez's concern, maybe you could draw the cards that say what will be scored, then take the dice for those ingredients, plus the dice for the spice, and only roll out those. So Nicholas is suggesting that in our game we wouldn't have rolled the meat. But again, I do feel like the spice is kind of... It feels like the strongest thing. I might be wrong, but...
Okay, so my the first idea we had was that in every sheet there is 1 ingredient, and it's printed. But it's very... I don't know if publishers are going to do that. It would be the easiest solution, because you don't have to roll. Don't make an extra rule for the starting position.
Well, the technology exists. I mean, look at Imperial Settlers Roll and Write, where the solo mode, every single sheet is slightly different. And
so maybe this is the solution, that every sheet has different counting starts, 1 in each pie. or maybe 2 in one pile. I don't know. So, and you put a sheet, and then this is your starting position. What is the negativity could be that maybe a publisher wants to don't have sheets. They have to have
laminated stuff.
Laminated, yes, and so you can't do that.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Alex suggests something quite out of left fields from another angle, maybe making the spice slightly worse. So if you have too much spice in a particular pie, maybe there's a limit to how much spice you can have in a pie. I don't know. Maybe it still scores for the spiciness, but it no longer scores for anything else. I don't know.
Interesting.
But then that's saying that the dinosaurs don't love spicy pies. With 3 ingredients and 3 pies and 1 per sheet, each sheet could be the same, but we're specifically trying to add asymmetry. That was the reason for Rita's thing. So having each sheet be the same kind of takes
I
that
think we
away.
can test it with choosing one out of the dinosaurs and see if that makes a difference. Maybe it could even be 2. Like you have 2 dinosaurs and you have to play those 2 to activate the whole set again or something like that.
Okay, let me actually pick cards for this. I'll get E for evens, O for odd.
Shall we play test it again with the rule that we put 1 card out for the first, or?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay, so now the so let me just go up in here. So we have now we have the veggie and the meat one. So the fish one is not there. Okay, no fish.
So the fish one is okay.
No fish.
Don't bother with fish. Got it.
So.
And I am using these cards for prototyping. D is for different. S is for the same. O is for odd, and E is for even.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so everybody mix and put 1 card away.
And Alex has an interesting idea, which is maybe we have double-sided boards with one side the same for everyone and the other side is different for everyone. Could be an idea, but let's try this Rita's idea. Let's just play it and see how it goes.
Okay, so I roll the dice.
Yeah, throw away one of these.
Okay.
One thing I am immediately realizing is that for some people it might be difficult to shuffle 4 cards. Because as you shuffle a low number of cards, it does become more difficult to randomize. And just to clarify the idea, Rita, we are only playing 2 of these 3 cards. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Online.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No fish. Don't bother with fish.
No fish. Yeah, this is what I'm doing.
Okay, I've got my. I know what I'm.
I know what I'm doing too.
Me too.
Okay, I'm going with the different.
I'm going with odds. Difference. That's it. That is.
Yeah, sorry, different. That is that and that and that and that. Okay. So I have to keep that separate. And now, okay, I've only got 2 choices.
Okay.
This is also
Everybody
lots of
finished?
shuffling. Every 2 turns, you need to shuffle these cards. But so I'm not saying to slow down, just offering opinions as we go along. So let's play. Let's re-roll. Ooh, 2 6s, 5 3 4s. Oh, 2 4s and 3 2s.
Okay, I know what to do.
This is my card.
Yeah.
I am evens.
I have 1 number.
Different.
Run difference.
Okay, I've got odd evens. So many evens. Is that 7? Yep, that's going to fill a pie, potentially if I want it to. And maybe I do want it to. And veg and fish. Okay.
Okay, next. So we all take our cards back to our hands.
Shuffle them and discard 1.
Always?
Oh wait, I thought that was what we were doing. Doing.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Let's try it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
fr- 1 3 4 5 5 5 6 6. Okay, I fancy some. I've got this card. I want my spicy pies.
Okay, I know what to do.
Odds.
Odds, me too.
Odds. So all of us had that card and all of us played it because it is so amazing. Spicy pies. Spicy pies.
Okay.
Just a sec. Okay, that's 5. I've done them all.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. Interesting. Can everybody see it? Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
1 2 3 4. Okay.
No. No way.
1 2 3 4. Okay, I am not doing this one. I'm doing this one.
Shit.
Hey, keep it PG-13. No more swearing. We should have a swear.
Okay,
content.
okay. I have it. Beep. I have it.
Okay.
I go with the straight.
The evens.
The evens, yes.
Even. One number. Interesting.
Yep.
Yep,
it is. Finish 1 pie.
Yeah. Oh, are we meant to announce? I finished 1 pie last turn.
Okay. I don't think it's in the rules, but it's good to because otherwise we would be looking at our pies and we would know if you have to speed your game up or you or you can play it safe.
Yeah,
and
that's
meat
correct.
or veg.
Okay. Okay, so we take back the cards and put one away. Choop. Out.
What am I losing? Oh, that's sad. Ooh. Okay, I'm going with this one, I think.
I mean, if you have the card, you have it.
What's your one?
Oh, I have this one. I'm going with the odds.
Oh. So Tiz and I are going with different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have the different card. So...
Fishy, meaty, and then a choice of veg or meat. And a choice of veg or fish. Okay, I have made my choices.
Wait.
Yeah, there was a wee bits of chats that I missed about.
So I have finished my first pie, and the second one is nearly finished.
Those are my pies.
Okay,
good for you.
Yeah, can I roll again?
Yep.
So
back when we were talking about player chat, and Robert was saying, hey, do some groups not like conspiring and discussion? Nicholas mentioned, I've mostly been in groups where there was little of that, unless it was a mechanic in the game. Heroes played chill without much talk in terms of negotiation or politics. A lot of brutal blocking, yes, but not too much conspiring.
Okay, I know what to do.
what is up with that evil laugh?
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do discard.
I'm going with the evens.
Of course.
I'm going with the straight, which is the evens, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was just that straights is the wrong word in English. Okay, so that's so many. That's 7.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of... Wow.
Okay.
Meat. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have space for all these things. So which one do I not do? I will skip one of the fish, because fish are slightly less important. Okay, I filled my second pie.
Okay, I haven't.
Okay, so shuffle and put one away. Okay, and
I hope
start
you
again.
get all the odd numbers. That would be annoying, because that's the cards I don't have. Yep, this is what I like to see. Plenty of evens. A good amount of choice. Oh. So, this is interesting, actually. 3, 2, 1, 3.
Oh, sorry, this is... Okay.
This is my final card.
So this is... Yeah, it's...
Very tricky.
It's the final turn now. It'll soon be over. And then we'll count the points. It'll soon be over.
Okay.
Okay, different.
Yes. Yeah,
Odd for odd.
Odd.
Interesting. Tiz? You still hasn't decided.
I mean, it's exactly the same thing. If you whichever you choose the auto, the difference is exactly the same.
No, it's not. Because difference, you can only have one of each. Whereas odds, you choose all the odds. So odds, you would get 4 dice. Difference, you choose 4 dice.
It's no different if you play. You mean the evens and the odds?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
This is the same. It's the same.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant evens and odds. Yeah. But difference and odds is completely different.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay,
so I choose one. I choose straight.
Evens. Okay, so let
Evens.
me
Okay.
this very briefly.
Do you have
Bits of
finished?
meat
No.
and a bit of veg. That is what I am going to put on. Okay.
Okay. Again.
I mean, I've finished, of course.
Oh, you finished? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have 5 fields left.
I have 3, 4, 5 as well.
Okay.
Well.
Okay, then
should have
we
been
count.
faster.
Then we count. So first we amount the curry ones.
So spice. We look at each pie, and the pie number 1 for me is 12.
Me too.
For me is 4 times 4.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
what?
Tiz gets 16, which gives Tiz 5 points, and we only get 1 point.
Yes, that's correct.
So I get 5, no?
Yep, 5. Oh wait, no.
No, we get 2 points.
Yeah, we get 2 points each. Thank you.
2 points. So.
Because
Okay.
both seconds.
In the second one, I have 9.
2, 3, 4. 16.
What?
Tiz?
For the second one, I got 3 times 2, 6.
Okay, so I get 5 points. Rita gets 2. Tiz gets 1.
Yeah.
And the final one, I've got 12.
6. Tiz?
1 second. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I get 6 no, 9. Sorry.
Okay.
So I get 5. Tiz gets 2. Rita gets 1.
So I have 5 points in here. What do you have?
12.
Oh,
I have 8.
okay. So next one are the sets. Okay, I have 6 sets.
I have 4.
I have 6 as well, total.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so we get 7. And Tiz gets 2 points.
1. Oh, yes, 2.
2.
Sorry.
Okay, so we have the meat and, oh man, I have 2 is my most.
I have 4 meat.
I have 3 meat.
Okay, so I get 1 point. Oh man, this was not good for me.
6.
And the veggie one, I have 3.
I have 3.
I have 3 too. No, I have 4. Yay!
Okay, so Tiz gets 6 and we get 3.
3.
At
Okay.
last, Oigan.
Okay, I have 16 points.
$28.
What?
Wait, I'm missing a count. So I got 2 for this, 2 for this. For the meat, I only got 2, right? Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay,
Wow,
you're
that
so
was
last.
very different.
Yeah.
What did you think of that change?
I don't know, but I feared I don't have that good decisions.
Do you feel annoyed that one of the choices are being taken away from you?
Yes. Yes. What do you think, Tiz?
I mean, I think it certainly works better for that thing about not playing the same game, because we definitely not play the same cards all the time.
Yeah.
So for that matter, it works. But I do feel for you. I had a pretty decent game in terms of the cards. So I didn't really suffer that much. But I guess that, yeah, if you get unlucky...
So I feel, yeah, it's much more luck, and I didn't feel that I can do a strategy, because whenever I get a lot of dice, I would take them.
I felt like both games, I was just trying to maximize the number of dice that I could take. It was just that in the second game, I understood the scoring system, and so I played better because I understood how the spice is so important.
Yeah,
and
spice is very important.
Yeah, for sure. I would have played slightly differently in the first game if I had understood that spice was being counted. It's not just worth 5 points, it's worth potentially 15 points. And the difference is not just 3 points, the maximum difference is not just potentially 4 points, the maximum difference is 12 points, which is definitely the biggest thing. And it makes sense that that's the way it is, because it is the name of the game. It's just that took me slightly by surprise, I guess. I would be interested to have some sort of
So
I don't know. It feels a bit lacking.
Yeah. So maybe we should go back to the solution that that every sheet is having 2 different ingredients.
But then again, if you get, let's say 3 people are playing, and because there's only 3 permutations, I think, unless you have doubles of a thing. So if you've got, I guess you can say, okay, you have the 2 on 1 pie.
No,
I'm not even sure if having
it is printed.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but there are no curries printed.
Sure.
No curries printed.
But even so, like, it feels like in that game, if I had fish and someone had meat and veg, I would still feel, oh, I am not.
No,
even at the start, I'm not doing as good as them.
No, there are always 2 different ingredients.
Okay, let's say I have meat and veg, and someone else has fish and veg. Yeah. I would think, okay, if I win, that's not necessarily because I played better, that's because I started with better things. Because they started off with fish and veg, and the fish is not being counted.
May I say something? So I was thinking about the logistics of writing in the boards and all that. And then I thought that maybe could be chips, like the chips of different colors, and you can place them in the board instead of coloring, and that would have more longevity, perhaps, potentially for the game. If that would be the case, then you could pick randomly from a bag or something, and then everybody has the same chances on getting the same things, if that would be a potential solution.
What if? I mean, honestly, I'm not feeling super excited about this game, is the truth. And like Alex asks, is a position like of the starting ingredients important? I mean, I don't feel like my decisions would change based on that. I just feel like I would always be going for the most ingredients. I feel like I would be trying to stuff them into my pie, and it doesn't feel like it would be a substantially different game. I wonder, what should we actually, based on what Tiz is just saying, what if it is a sort of polyomino style thing where you have to literally cram them in? And yeah, so vegetables are these long counters, meat is maybe like a little snake, I don't know, maybe the dinosaurs are eating some snakes, maybe the spice is tiny, like the spice can go anywhere, of course, and the fish, yeah, I'm just kind of thinking, should it then be grid shaped, or do you go to a situation where it's actually physical and slightly weirder shapes, like that game? Did you see that game where you try to fit a suitcase? It's a tiny little suitcase, and then you try to put things into it really quickly. Do you know the game I mean? And it's kind of also three-dimensional. But anyway, I'm just wondering, would that be maybe part of it? Because also with the spice, we were never getting enough spice that I felt like not being able to have two next to each other was even a consideration. I got 4 spice in one thing. The maximum spice you can have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm so far away from the maximum. I just wonder if we could bring in a little bit more of that placement. What? Alex suggests, what if you need to have, what if the placement restrictions apply to everything? So you can't have meat next to meat, you can't have veg next to veg. That might be an option. So it's not just spice that you can't have next to spice, it's anything. You can't have it next to anything.
Yes.
And yeah,
or maybe the restrictions could be different, like fish, you cannot do like a straight line, or meat, you cannot do like a diagonal line.
Do we really want a different thing for each?
It's very complicated, I think.
Ingredient.
Yeah, it complicates the game for sure.
New ingredients have to be adjacent to at least one ingredient. Why? Why add that rule? Sorry, I don't mean to be too dismissive. I'm just trying to understand why that feels necessary. And also the first ingredient in each pie needs to be, and the starting difference is different starting placement. Oh yeah, so if you had, so everyone has, then maybe because the position kind of matters, then actually if you print the things, that might be interesting. A meat, everyone has one meat and one fish and one veg, but the exact positions of these things might be slightly different.
Okay,
and now
yeah.
the position matters. Maybe.
So the rule is then everything that doesn't like the curry one.
Yeah.
This could be the rule changer. This could be a solution.
I mean, it would definitely make it more something to think about. I agree with that. Okay, it makes the timing of adding the ingredients much more important, suggests Alex, if everything has to be next to something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, by making everything have to be next to something else. And do we want to change the size of things? Like, should we say that, I don't know, meat and fish and veg, all of them actually use 2 spaces, just to, we won't, in the next, do you have to rush off after this? I'm happy to go over a little bit. When's your next thing that you have to head off to, Rita and Tiz?
So I have an appointment at 3, so for you it's 2. So
I definitely want to be done well before 1. But Tiz, are you okay to carry on a wee bit extra?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's think about some variations of a thing.
So maybe maybe I don't know if we should complicate the game more. So yes, okay, this could be very interesting that the ingredients have different sizes, but it makes the game much more complicated, and you cannot play it right because you draw something wrong and so on. But I really like the idea that everybody has to be like the curry one. So this could be the solution, maybe.
Okay, so what do you feel, Tiz? So it sounds like at least two of us are quite keen on nothing can touch any similar ingredient. And
yeah, definitely could be a way we can play test it and see how different the game is with that. But for sure, yeah. I mean, I'm open to.
How do you feel about different sizes of ingredients? Like saying spice is 1 box, everything else is 2 boxes. Because, I mean, for me, saying it's 2 boxes, it's not adding too much to it. It is going to speed the game up a lot, and it's also going to mean that suddenly, the other thing I want to say, right, is that with the ingredients, I am, yeah, suddenly with the 2 boxes, you can sort of, it's a lot more challenging the way that you place them, because with 1 box, okay, you definitely know you will be able to place everything. With 2 boxes, it's not so clear. Yeah, maybe it's too challenging, because if we've got 2s and 1s, then, and you can't have spice next to each other, how do you get rid of that 1? So I
don't know if it's gonna be too much spice on the offering. That would be what I would be afraid of. Is that
too much spice?
It's like an excess of spice in which could be interesting, but I think because it's the most,
like it's too much complication.
Well, not only too much complication in the counting, but mainly it's already like a very powerful point card, a very powerful ingredient, or more powerful than any other ingredient, of course. So if you add more of it, I'm not sure if that's gonna unbalance the game. I mean, it would be a matter of testing it, I guess.
I mean, I'm personally very keen to try the different to try slightly different shapes, just to make it. But I think that I'm leaning one way and Rita's leaning another way, so it feels like, because there's 3 of us.
It's not the problem. It's because if you go this step, it would be a completely different game, and it would be a lot more work to play test it, because this is very much more work with balancing and so on. So if you want to go, I go with you this step, but you have to think of that is much more work then.
I mean, I think it sounds like there's, between me and Rita, it seems to be like difference of opinion. So maybe it says you can decide one side or the other.
I refuse.
And one of you will hate you then.
Yeah, I refuse. I refuse.
No, it's not about like what do you think is better for the game. I mean, it is quite a different game. I think for me, my issue is currently, okay, I'm happy. I'm not. It's not as if we can't then try it the other way in a couple more weeks. Do you know what I mean? We can meet up in a couple of weeks and try it again, and that's all good. I'm not going to hate you, Tiz. Don't worry. And Alex makes a few points. You may want to add spice, but there might not be any good spaces. Maybe you've got different sizes of pies. Maybe the pies are shaped differently. These are all very interesting ideas. I think from the feeling in the three of it, not wanting to change too much right now.
I vote for Alex.
So
no, I'm kidding. What I think is
do you think we should have big ingredients? That's our 2 squares, or do you think the other ingredients should be 1 square?
I think it's gonna be too much spice, and that's what I would be afraid of. But I think it's worth to play test it and put it to rest. Instead of me making the decision, let's just make the game make the decision on its own.
Okay, so that sounds like you're suggesting we playtest it with the main ingredients being 2 squares.
Yeah.
So when do we meet again and playtest? So actually, this is a good point, Tiz. I think we have to find it out with playtesting. And no one hates you, Tiz. Good position.
So I was trying to save my ass.
Okay, just then. When do we have time to playtest again?
For me, like, how about same time in 3 weeks' time on 31st of March?
31st of March. Yes. Okay.
Is that good for you, Tiz? Okay. So do we start with... Are we saying that each ingredient has to be next to a previously placed ingredient, and we start with some number of ingredients?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. I mean, the other thing... I was just going to say, the other thing we could do is just say the first thing you place in a pie can be anywhere, but each other thing needs to be next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can fill a pie with just 6 things now. It is worth remembering that.
I think that's okay. Rarely you go over 6 anyways.
Okay, so the cards are the same. You have all 4 cards at your disposal, and shall we say, shall we just not start with anything in the pies, because we're already making it so that far fewer ingredients need to be in a pie to fill it up, so maybe we don't start with an extra thing. Unless we want to make the pie slightly bigger to start off. What are you thinking?
I mean, it's very likely that we choose the same cards at the beginning.
Let's try it with nothing in the pies and the same size of pies to make it easier to playtest. Is that okay? Sorry, I hope I'm not taking too much control. I'm just trying to get it so that we playtest as quickly as possible. Okay. Rita, what are we not playing with?
Well, are we playing again?
I thought we were playing again right now.
Good. We are not having the meat again.
Okay, so no meat.
No meat?
Okay, so the rule changes from last game. are that you do not discard cards. You have access to all your cards. Every ingredient follows the spice rule. You can't put any ingredient next to itself.
Yeah.
And fish, meat, and veg, now you occupy 2 spaces rather than just 1.
What? So fish, meat,
and vegetables, when you place them, it is
2
2 spaces.
And curry 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Again, so there are 2 spaces and curry 1. Also, we are doing.
The only problem is what happens if you get into a pie that cannot be filled because there's only 1 space, and that 1 space is next to a curry. Does that count as a finished pie? Because you can't put anything more into it.
Yeah.
Rita, do you
I mean,
agree
it
with
doesn't
this?
count as a finished pie. You just don't finish it, I think.
But in terms of finishing the game, if you
I'm
get
not
your
sure.
pie into a situation where
While we think about this, one question about the ingredients cannot touch the same ingredient, no? Like the curry, but applied to all, correct?
Correct.
In that case, okay, so when you get the 2, you can put them wherever you want. When you get fish or meat or veggie and you get 2 spaces, you can put them wherever you want. You cannot put them together.
Well, that was open for debate. Alex was suggesting that we say that everything has to be next to itself, but you can choose the fish and then the. So if you only get 2 fish and that's all you get in 1 turn, and the pie has nothing else in it, you cannot put it down.
So that's what I'm taking. Do I have to put it in 1 pie? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, having ingredients be too big does open up the question that, what happens if a pie cannot be finished?
We also have the rule about excluding certain ingredients that we received, so we can choose not to place all the ingredients. And I wonder if that's still active right now.
Of course. I mean, I also think it's worth noting that the different cards, so the card that lets you take things that are all different, is the only cards that once you've played it, there's by necessity choices to be made. So it's okay, do I take this die or this die? It's not just about what's the maximum number can I have. Whereas if with the odd, if you want to go for everything, then with the odd, you take all the odds. With the even, okay, with the 1 number, okay, you're choosing which number, but it feels like there's something interesting and forcing people to not take everything, or more situations where it's beneficial to not take everything because the pies are being filled up, seems like a good thing to me.
Yeah. So I think if 1 field is left, you have to wait for curry 1 to finish it. Why not?
But curry cannot be next to curry.
Unless there's only space for curry.
Okay, what? Okay, what if we flip it around? Okay, so curry can be next to curry, but nothing else can be next to itself.
Yeah, that will work.
Oh my.
And, hello, Carterly. And
so it's the opposite what we did before. It's just
it makes sense the title of our game.
Yeah. We are just entering the 3rd playtest of a game which is called Dinosaurs Love Spicy Pies, and we've changed it quite a bit. We've just decided to it used to be curry couldn't be next to curry, but everything else could, and now we're making it the complete opposite, and also all the other ingredients are too big, as in not TOO, just 2 spaces, because
let's make a recap of all the new rules really fast. So it is 2 spaces for all the ingredients except for curry. All the ingredients cannot touch each other except for curry.
Yeah.
And then what else do we have?
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, but it's some big
and you can
changes.
use all your cards at any time.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Okay.
it's the same as before. You use one, then you use one of the remaining 3, then you use one of the remaining 2, and then you pick those 3 back up.
Okay. Okay, so that doesn't change.
Yes.
Well,
Okay, can we
So,
start?
yes, let's start. And to answer your question, Kathleen, I am generally well. I am excited for this game. How are you? I hope you are well. Let us know how you are. And thank you for joining us. Okay, let me make this screen a wee bit bigger. 1, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what am I going to do here?
So we have no meat. No, don't forget we don't have meat.
Thanks for reminding us. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I am going for this.
Ooh, okay, I'm
chosen.
going. Okay, me too.
Odd.
Odd, me too.
Odd. I mean, I was expecting all of us to get odds, to be honest.
Okay, but now the placements really matters. Okay, remember, meats and stuff, it all occupies 2 spaces. This is kind of crazy.
Woo, this is really crazy.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This could basically fill your pie straight away. How likely is it that people choose the same? Every game that we've played has been a thing.
Let's see what happens. Because what happens, happens.
Okay, what am I going to do? I'll do that, and I will that and that.
Okay.
And
so maybe the price should be a little bit more big. I know. Don't know.
Yeah, almost certainly they should be.
I want to make a comment about what Rita is doing because she's pasting. The 2 ingredients are pasted. Is that how it's supposed to be? Because I'm separating them because they're not supposed to touch. But if they're a large piece, so 2 large pieces cannot touch?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, sorry, I was doing it wrong. Give me a sec to correct.
Okay, I'm going to actually... Yeah, this is really, really interesting. I'm going to... This is definitely making... And have a good lunch, Alex. I hope you have a wonderful lunch. Yeah, I'm...
Bless you.
Thank you.
Or was that like a victory scream?
That was my hamster. No, that was me. Okay, are we finished?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess so. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know what I did.
Okay, I'm going to choose...
Oh my, oh my.
Oh no, I made a mistake. I need to scrub out my first pie that I drew in because I drew... I just realized my 2 fish. Can you see? Let me make myself bigger. My 2 fish, they are kind of touching. The tail of one is next to the head of the other. And so, sorry, I need to just very quickly...
Can I see it again?
What is not allowed? Yeah, so my first one, these are 2 fish, and the 2 fish are touching. So I need
Yeah.
to totally redo that. But let me do that. That is
where's
a fish, and that is a fish, and that is... Okay, yeah, it should have been bigger for sure. Okay, now that I know what I'm looking for, I am going to go this one.
Okay, I have it. I'm going with the difference.
Me too, different.
Oh, did you roll those again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I am going with this straight.
I think I... Oh, interesting.
Or evens.
Yeah, okay. I just scribbled out my first pie. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready, Tiz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I will pick up my cards just as a signal that I'm ready. Oh wow, all those. Shame that meat is not a thing.
Oh.
Sorry for my happiness
this one.
chant.
Okay.
Evens.
Straight.
Evens.
Difference. Run.
Okay.
Different to a run.
I'm going with just... three things. That is all I'm putting down. Yeah. And yep, that is me done. Okay.
Okay.
Pick up all your cards.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm shuffling them. Oh, that's a lot of. I am doing this one. Even going to draw it down.
Wait, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. It definitely makes the game more challenging. I'll tell you that.
Okay, I go with... Okay, I have it. Go with the straights.
Evens,
Likewise.
Yep. Okay, and I finished my second pie. Don't know if you can tell, the M is meat and little carrots and little fish. Oh, hello Dutch Yoda, it is lovely to see you. We are just playing the third game of Dinosaurs Love Spicy Pies. And let me actually change the banner. That is what we are doing today. So I don't think it's necessarily in best situation, and it would be for sure faster if we were all able to see each other, but it feels solid. I'm feeling like this is an interest. Well, we'll talk about it at the end. I'm ready.
Okay, Tiz?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the wee thing. Like every time there's 10 seconds where you're like, are you ready? Are you not? And you just need to be mindful and say, yes, I'm ready, just to let the person know. Okay, so we've got 3 cards, and everyone's going to think, are we going for the same number, the different numbers, or odd numbers? Odd numbers is quite rubbish now. Or is it?
Okay.
Wait. Oh my. Yeah. Okay.
I think I've really messed up. I
I'm going
see
with the
what
odds.
I should have done. Okay. I've decided. What did you go with, Tiz?
Odd.
No, the difference.
I went with difference as well. Okay. Yeah, difference is where it's at. I've decided. And do I take a third one? Yeah. Okay. Come on, let's have everything with the same number. Ones and ooh.
Okay, I have it.
Yep.
I'm going with the different.
I'm going with odd.
Odds as well.
Wait a minute. Do I do that or do I do that? It's really hard to. Okay. I feel like I'm being more challenged. I feel like because I can't fit everything into my pie, it's more interesting to think about what I need to keep. And this will definitely be the final turn. I've only got 1 space. I'm ready. Tiz, are you ready?
Oh no, sorry, I didn't. I didn't even realize you run it. 1, 2, 4. Hold on. What is this?
Okay, cards back.
Okay. I choose difference.
Ooh. Hello. What?
Okay. It doesn't matter what I choose.
Yeah, me too. But it doesn't matter where I put it in. Ooh. Okay, I take what number?
6 same, and that says me done.
Okay.
Oh no!
I have 2 fields open in 2 pies, so it's okay.
I have 1 field open in 1 pie.
Okay.
Okay. Shall we go for the scoring? So spicy pie number 1. How spicy is your pie? My pie is 6.
My pie is 16.
Ooh.
My pie is 24.
No, do we count this for 1 now? Or
Yeah,
just
that's what I'm thinking.
So 2 times 4, that's 8.
Yeah, okay, 8. Okay.
Okay, so it's only for 1 now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
So mine is 3 fish times 2 spice is 6.
So I have 8.
Mine is 12.
How many is yours?
12.
No, I mean Rita. Rita is 8.
8.
Okay, so Tiz, you get
5.
5. Rita
2.
gets 2. I get 1.
Yes.
Pie number 2. I've got 6.
I have 6 too.
Tiz.
15.
What?
Ooh.
I mean, I'm gonna lose in everything else, but I went for the
Okay.
perfect
So
spice again.
Rita and I get 2 points each. Tiz gets 5.
Yeah.
And pie number 3. This is where I did
6.
hopefully quite well. 8.
I did 12.
What?
12.
Man.
No, wait. No, impossible. Sorry. This one I make the count before. Is not correct. 1, 2, 3 times 2.
6.
Okay,
Okay,
6.
so 8 is I am number 1. Boom.
Yeah.
Eh.
Okay, so for the current one, I have 6 points.
I have 8.
Okay.
12.
Okay. So
now
then
we
the
go
sets.
the sets.
I have 4 sets.
4 sets. Wow, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, 4 sets.
2.
Wait a minute. If you have 4 sets, that must mean you have a pie without any
Oh, no.
spice. I don't think you
sorry,
can
I
have
have
more
3.
than 3.
I have 3 sets. Sorry.
But this counts on each pie?
Yes. So I have a set on each pie as well.
I don't have a set on each pie. I have a total of 2 sets in only 1 pie.
Okay, so Rita and I get 7 points each. Tiz,
Yes.
you get 1 point.
What?
I mean, sorry, 2 points. 2 points.
Ay, yes.
Okay, so fish, I have 2 in 1.
I have 3.
I have 3 as well.
Okay, so
Okay, so
then
we get 6. Rita gets 1.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
and veggie, I have 2.
I have 3.
I have 3.
Oh
As well.
man.
I think Tiz is going to win.
Mm,
See, 24, 27.
15 points. Okay, let me just go to the toilet. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I got 26. Final
Whoa.
count.
Whoa, I managed to beat you by 1.
Yeah, interesting. I played the 2 perfect pies. So there were 2 pies that there was 1 pie that I only had 2 ingredients, the veggie and the curry. And that's why I also got so many points in that.
8, 15.
And then the fish and the curry as well. But this one has meat, but it doesn't have 1 veggie. So I couldn't count the sets. I don't know if I should have done this. I don't know.
I tried to have a set in each of my pies and focus on one of the things. I think that having a set in each pie was good, but maybe yeah, the final one, which was I don't know, could I have had, I mean, definitely the 7 points really helped.
What
I'm
7
trying to work.
points? From
for
the
the variety, for the varied pies, for the
yeah. I got 2 points for that. So I could have sacrificed one of my 6 points of one of my perfect pies to make the set.
If you have a set, then I think the most you can get for a spiciness rating is 8. Because if you've got a set, that's using 6 of the things. And
Yeah.
then with the remaining bits, I think the maximum you can get is 8.
Yeah, and that would be something that concerns, because it seems to me that you can calculate the game and win every time.
It's a wee bit too small in terms of, you know what would be interesting? What would be interesting, I feel, is, and I do wonder, maybe all of the things should always be around, and maybe we should have like a bonus pie. Maybe it should be a little bigger, because I personally, I don't know how you felt, but I found it quite interesting working out the puzzle. I think that if the pie was slightly bigger, then maybe that would be good. But I am not. I understand that this is changing the game quite a bit. So I am down for whichever direction you two think it should go down. As a player, I think that I'm definitely more interested in the second one. And in terms of what's is marketable, I know that if we had little tiles, like Tiz was talking about, it could be very much, okay, the meat is a slightly different shape. I don't know, maybe meat is free, like it's a corner or something, or
I have another idea. So what if you can decide for fish, meat, and veggie, if you take 2 spaces or 1?
That could be interesting, because that would have helped me in some other circumstance in the past game.
And then you count every space. So I think that the problem here is that every counting is could be very similar to each other. And if you can,
and I agree with that. Yeah.
And if I was telling, okay, I have this 3 in here. So put I here a fish, or should I do a more curry or something like that?
I mean, I'm trying to think what is good about this game, because I think I would like to wrap up somewhat and start thinking about, what do we want to do? What's the interesting parts that we're trying to preserve? I think that I do like the 4 cards, even though I do have slight concern that one number seems to be the one that I use definitely the least. I don't know if there could be some sort of small bonus. Maybe the 1 number, that is when you get to make things small or big, but everything else, they have to be big. That could be a way to do it. So if you have only 1 number, then you get to make a nicer pie, and you get to have more. Let's say with the veg, you put in little carrots, but only if you choose 1 number. And if you have little carrots, each carrot counts as a carrot. But if it's a big carrot, it's okay. It's a big carrot. It's a boring carrot, but it's still only 1 carrot. It's not as good as 2 baby carrots. Do you know what I mean? So you count carrots so you count the number of objects.
The issue that I had with the previous run is that I think it is very possible to calculate after a few runs which one is. I was telling Bez which one is the absolute best strategy to win every time, especially because you have less spaces. And I was thinking about like me not completing enough runs, most sets, and thinking already like, oh, what is the best strategy to win then? To have like a set on each one, and I think you can end up calculating the best game, and I think that's no good.
But with the previous two versions, it felt like it was just about grabbing the maximum number of ingredients. And yeah, the fact that, Rita, you said you were doing that also in the first game, and so that's not super exciting. And like in the second game, I was doing that and I felt, okay, I feel like I played well, but I don't feel like I am compelled to play necessarily a second time, let alone a third time. I mean, I've been enjoying working with you two today, and with the changes that we've made to each game, obviously it's kind of, when you are designing a game, it's kind of like a legacy game, because you're familiar with the thing and then you make some tweaks. And I've been thinking about how, yeah, the game design is kind of like a legacy game. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? But in terms of what would be a good version of this game that I would be willing to play over and over, I think that having this little bit of thinking about the shapes of things, for me, it gave it a little bit of structure, and not being able to fit everything into one pie made me think that maybe I wasn't picking everything that I possibly could, and that felt slightly tactical or strategic. Yeah, more strategic. And so maybe the answer is to have some of these small pies where straight away you're only picking maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients and trying to have 4 spice in there whenever you can. But then maybe another pie is just, I don't know, quite a bit bigger, because now that so much of the ingredients are so big, maybe just having a couple of bigger pies might be nice, like having, I don't know, 2 small ones, which is the size that it currently is, 2 slightly bigger ones, and 1 much bigger one, so it's like 5 pies. And maybe we have all of the cards to go at. I don't know. It's just like I'm thinking having some of the big one. Yeah, it might just be 1 small, 1 medium, 1 big. I don't know. I'm just thinking of some. Yeah. Someone say something so that I don't just keep talking.
So should we try a last playtesting round? Because after that I have to prepare for my appointment.
So what changes are you proposing?
That you can decide if you take 2 fields or 1.
We could do that. I'm going to be honest right now. Maybe because I've not eaten yet today, and maybe I should have. I'm starting to feel a bit brain dead, but I am down for trying.
We can also take a break, and we can also test each other with our testing groups. So this is also possible.
Yeah, we can have we can test with our groups, and then we can have like a chat on social media to just discuss our results and all that, and prepare for 2 weeks. and choose like a couple of different tests.
3 weeks.
3 weeks, sorry.
Yeah.
And choose a couple of different possibilities to test them that day.
Yes.
Or maybe everybody can bring their own proposal.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I worry that if I started testing it, I am going to just change it beyond recognition. But if I am happy with the idea that you proposed, Rita, where we stick with the same size of pies and then we choose 1 or 2. I am happy to have that idea just for the one card, although having it just for one specific card does mean added complexity. And I am also happy to try with different sizes of pies. I am happy for any of those possibilities.
Okay, also I will playtest it with my playtesting groups in different ways, and then I can tell you.
Okay, as it stands, shall we kind of talk about what we like about this game as let's start wrapping up, and okay, we started off with this game, and you're rolling the dice, you're playing the cards, and none of that's changed. The manner of selecting of these things. What changed from the first to the second game? What did change second game? I can't remember. Can you remind me what changed? Oh yeah, second game was when we tried just using 2 out of 3 cards and randomly losing 1, and that didn't really work for the asymmetry. The first game was having some starting ingredients, which made me a bit annoyed because I felt like I had a disadvantage or someone else had an advantage. And even though I might be wrong, it's like what I felt, do you know what I mean? And that's kind of important. And then the third one, we played with all these rule changes of ingredients can't be next to other ingredients, spice can be next to spice, and ingredients are double the size, and no difference in starting. I felt like that was my favorite, but what did you think of the 3, Rita?
Tiz, can you just? I'm writing just down the rules for the testing groups.
Okay, I'm going to mute you while just to unmute yourself when you want to talk.
What I like about the game is to make pies.
Which version did you prefer?
Yeah. I think the last version was a bit more interesting in terms of the strategy. I would have to give it some thought about. Yeah, I mean, what worries me is the playability and the replayability of the game. But I think that some tweaks could fix that. But I definitely like the last run as well. Yeah, I think it's just more puzzling. It could be a bit biased because I have been playing this little game quite a lot. So some novelty is always fun as well. But yeah, I would say there is some improvements in the last run. What do you think, Rita?
I definitely want to try the version that everybody can
choose.
You can choose 2 fields or 1. So because the last version I was very challenged. That's right. That's good. But I also was very I don't have that much. Yeah, I don't have that much possibilities. And so
But making the pies bigger could also help with that. Making the pies bigger means that you can fit more in.
Maybe this way, or I want to try both, because I think it's important to have the sheet small, because I think it's a small game, and I will test both. But I'm very excited to test the version that the player can choose 2 fields or 1 fields.
Okay.
What I can try to do is I can play test it with different sizes.
Yes,
well.
that's cool.
And then I have to see, because if the pie is too small, then having 2 ingredients, I mean, I have to make some choices there. But I can take that path. You can take the other path.
Yes, cool.
And then when we meet, we test both, and then we can merge them together if they work well, or choose one or something like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And play them both next time in 3 weeks. I will just do nothing, and I will be a cheerleader. But I think it's worth thinking about, what do we like about this game and who do we see as the target audience? Because I don't see it as a very simple game. I see it as, quite a quick game that maybe it's family weight, but certainly not a children's game. There's quite a lot of arithmetic. Yeah. The mathematics are quite involved. You need to be able to multiply 5 by 3 and 4 by 4 without too much difficulty, and add up 1, 2, 5, 7, 6, 6 makes. For sure those points could be changed, but I think that for me, it feels like it wants to be something where it's kind of casual plus, if you know what I mean. I think it feels like it wants to be a game that's a little bit puzzly, that I don't know how you bring in the replayability for people who want some variation, but because I'm not sure that the dice rolling is actually offering quite enough of that. I do also wonder whether I would be interested if we just remove this card. So like the one that lets you have 1, you have all different, all even, or all odd, and those are the 3 options, and then you play 2 of them, and then you get all your options again. So just because I was never happy with this, and then with these ones, I just wonder, okay, is that going to make it a little bit more interesting potentially? Because I don't know, I'm kind of thinking in terms of what I like the placements, I like the multiplication. That feels clever. That feels like the multiplication definitely makes it an interesting puzzle. I like the multiple routes to victory. I like the fact that you can't just, you want to go for one thing in each pie, because each pie scores for the spiciness, but you also want to go for the variety within each pie. And that, to me, is really interesting, how you've got that tension. And so it actually feels like it's not quite achieving it just yet, but I feel like it's got a potential for a really interesting tension. And that's what I would like it to be. A really interesting tension. And maybe I will, because I know my parents who I'm living with for the past 2 months, and these are the only people I'm really gaming with. They've played 4 games in the past week or so, and they say, whoa, we've played so many different games. We've played 4 different games. And it's like, we played through the campaign of My City a few weeks ago, but we finished maybe 2 weeks ago. We played through the Eternal version of that. we played Formidable, which is my game. We played Rummy, which is they've played this for decades. And what's the fourth one? Oh yeah, I taught them Lost Cities, the Reiner Knizia game, but with a deck of playing cards, so I could say, okay, if you like this, I will give you Lost Cities as a present, because so you can have another thing to play 2-player. But yeah, I'm also thinking that for me it might be. I'm wondering, do I even have enough colors of dice? I might not be able to try it, but I definitely would like to just sit down and play test more regularly.
These are the dice that I'm using. So the white one is fish, the transparent one green is veggies, the non-transparent green is meat, and then the greenish yellow is cherry spice. So I'm not really using the correct colors, but once you play it a couple of times, it's like the same thing.
I mean,
because this is the dice I could find in my house.
I don't have 4 colors of dice.
Oh.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think I have 4 colors of dice.
Poor man.
Man?
We need to work on your dice collection. No, I'm
As
kidding.
I say, I'm not in my regular thing, but
yeah.
What do you like about it, and what would you like to preserve? What audience do you see it being part of? Tiz?
I mean, I definitely consider this a family game overall. I do think that it has some educational aspects that could be not exploited, but used in a way that it makes sense in an educational context because of the mathematics and adding. So it could be a good way to practice that in certain cases or in certain environments. And for that reason, I think it could be for children as well. I think that would depend more, in my opinion, within the design of the game and how can you facilitate these operations so maybe a younger audience has it easier to navigate the complex parts of it and the puzzle-ish parts of it. But I do think it's a potential audience, but it's more of an educational thing. So it's not necessarily a game for children in the sense that it's just for entertainment, but it does require some effort.
So you don't see it as a game for entertainment? That's sorry.
Well, I do see it as a game for entertainment, but I think that if it's for a younger audience, then it would have that educational value. But if it's an older audience, then it's definitely like more entertaining, and as a family game, I think it's entertaining for that as well. It's just like I am
thinking of this as okay, a game primarily for 12 plus, like kind of a bit more of a puzzly challenge. And aiming for that, we could go the other way and say, okay, we try to make it as simple as possible.
No, I think you got it right. I think that's the age that we were actually talking about.
So at which point the maths is not really so much of a challenge. It's not about learning the maths. It's just about going through this puzzle. I mean,
yeah, but it's also kind of like a bit of a challenge because you do have to do kind of the operations in a way, I think. But I don't know what you guys think. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. I'm gonna see what we put.
Rita, sorry.
I playtested it with my 8-year-old nephew, and he didn't get it right. So I think it's up to 10 years. And and I'm just taking a. I think it's from the what people has to do. It's a little bit like this one from the complication area, and this is from 8. But my 8-year-old nephew can't play this. I think he can't play this. So, actually, it's a family game, but it has a lot of rules, a lot of small
Family
rules.
Plus.
Family Plus. It has a lot of small rules, which make it a little bit more complicated. But I think to get the deeply thoughts in it, you need a little bit more rules.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to claim that I have no thoughts that this is going to win any massive prize. I'm not saying, but you know, it's if we look at the Germanic Kinderspiel or Kenner, it's like far more Spiel than. It's definitely not Kenner. It's definitely not Kinder. We're at least agreed on that. But yeah, it feels like we all have some interesting ideas for how it could be changed. And so I think, yeah, let's meet up maybe in 3 weeks' time and we can think about future dates and we can plan them. And if this works for you two, then let's like set a schedule of maybe after that every 2 weeks or something like that until we realize, okay, actually this is not working out, okay, we can stop. Or if we're like, okay, we are pretty much finished, then we can stop or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, for me, it is nice doing it in this situation. That is basically the wrap up. And I know this is maybe a little bit difficult for, I don't know if doing it publicly is the right choice, but certainly I like people being able to give input. I don't know how you feel about the notion of continuing to do this in this kind of public format. How do you feel about that, Tiz and Rita?
For me, it's okay. It's not the first time I did that. So I think it's great in the times we have that we could do that, actually. And I think it's very spannend. I don't know the word. I think it's very interesting to work like that. Yeah.
Okay, great. Tiz, do you have any thoughts on it?
Absolutely fine.
Okay, cool. Well, I meant to put that on all the destinations. So let us finish off by sharing where we are. I am stuffbybez.com, stuffbez.bitcards.com, twitter.com/stuffbybez over there, instagram.com/stuffbybez. And then every day I'm streaming at 10 a.m. UK time, twitch.tv/stuffbybez, youtube.com/stuffbybez for all the old episodes, and stuffbybez.com/discord if you want to join for all the cat drawing and everything. So Rita, where do you like to be found?
On Instagram, Rita on Fire, and I just I connected. I connected. No, I did not connected. I always make @Tiz and @Bez. So
you tagged.
Tag. I tagged you. I always tag you when we go live, and yeah.
Oh. And Tiz, how do you like to be found?
I am Tiz, TizCreel in basically everything. So my website, Instagram, Board Game Geek, and my email as well, it's a bit repeated. Oh, I think, okay, I get it.
Oh, I need
Yeah.
to separate
It's fine.
out the Instagram. But
Tiz
people
Creel
can
for
work-
everything. So my email is tizcreel@gmail.com, as well as everything else, Twitter and so on and so forth. Everything is pretty publicly, so no problem on finding me.
I will actually add some spaces to that, so it doesn't do that again. Hopefully next time. But that has been the end of the show. That's what we've done, and so yeah. To anyone who's still watching and listening in, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for everyone who popped in along. Alex for the lovely, thoughts and ideas, and Nicholas and Rob and Robert for the conversations, and Sates for popping in and sharing the good news. And it brings me over to the final section, which is over to you. What are you up to? You can share anything you want to. What do you want to do after this? And what are you doing today or tomorrow or whatever? Tonight I'm having a chat with some people. I'm going to be chatting to Chris, but right now I am going to go and get some breakfast. That is what I'm really looking forward to. Tiz.
Today I'm gonna work on a project I'm building. I don't know if you guys know, but it's Topia. It's a website where you can build environments and people can meet there, simulating kind of like real life meetings or things like that. And I'm doing a simulation of that for a festival that is called Now Play This. I think you were part of it, Bez, last time. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Last. Yeah, all day. And then I have a few meetings and stuff like that, nothing too big. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm not going to go anywhere because toe, digo ankle. So, yeah, that's me.
Get well soon.
That's all right.
And Rita, anything else you want to share?
No, I definitely have to do sports because I didn't that much time, so I have to do it.
Okay, and if you want to check out my next streams, then look at stuffbybets.com/streams, and you will see that tomorrow. What am I doing? I am drawing more pictures, and then in the evening tomorrow, I am on Akilaverse with Matthew, Michael, and Omari Akil. Friday, it's with Semi-Co-op, lovely people. Saturday, it's mentoring Dutch Yoda. Then reviewing my city on the Sunday. I'm just going to be spending like probably 2 hours going on some tangents and talking about my parents and how we play games and the nature of legacy and ecologically, environmentally friendly, because it is a thing to ponder and I would like to have that discussion. And I'm going to be meeting Stefan Luca, and then anyway, that is what I am up to. Share, spread the word if you liked it. If you're watching this, I'm going to initiate a raid on UK Games Expo, who are talking to Andy Hopwood, and that is the end of the show. Oh, thank you very much, Bodhi. Thank you for watching. It was lovely, and thank you so much. And I'm sorry when I was thanking everyone, I missed you. Thank you so much for joining, and it would be lovely to have you on at some point if you are able to make it. Definitely reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and let's arrange a date for you to come on, and so everyone can meet you and we can maybe talk about books that have choice. I never know, they're not quite game books. Non-digital interactive fiction sounds really poncy, but anyway, thank you so much. You have all been lovely, and that is the end of the show. So for now, bye, 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 bye. This is a bye-bye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, bye. Bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye. Bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye. Bye bye. And now It's time to go. Bye-bye, everyone. Are you not going to say bye?
Bye.
Bye.